So, to sharpen this, the blade here, there's these little tabs. That's to adjust the depth of your cuts. Since I don't have a hammer up here, what I do is I'll just gently tap those tabs on a rock. Very gently back and forth. You don't want to try and tap one out without, just ease it back and forth. Starting to come up. You don't want to damage the wood handle. There's a good spot. So, I want to get this fatty McFatter out. I usually just try and angle pop. Nice and easy. That should do it. Careful, because the blade's still going to be a little sharp. You don't want to cut yourself. Alright. I'm not saying this is the right way. This is just the way that I do it, and it seems to work out. Got your blade out. Alright, I got my little DMT diamond sharpener. That's a coarse side and a fine side. Now this one's kind of worn down, so the coarse is more fine. But what I do is this is a chisel grind here, and I start off by sharpening the blade side. And there's different ways you could do that. The way I do it is I roll the blade down into position so the blade's touching the diamond sharpener, and I just go back and forth a few times. Seeing as I'm using a diamond sharpener, you don't need to do it a whole lot. Just make sure you keep your angle. And this thing wasn't totally dull. I'm just giving it a good little sharpening. So once you get that side and you feel a tiny little burr here, you just flip it flat. Like this. And I just run back and forth. And then, I like my blades to be a little toothy. I don't want it hair popping sharp. I want it working sharp. So I want it a little bit toothy and able to bite through the wood and actually last longer. When you have that polished edge on your blades and you can pop a hair, you pop that hair and it goes dull. It's not ideal for up in the mountain, in my opinion. Alright, we got it working sharp. Yep, feeling good. Feels sharper than it did. And then, just get your blade back in right way. You want the blade facing the way you're going to be drawing it. Like that. You can see how the wood's been rubbing up through here, so that's the way I want the blade facing. And you just press it back down in there. And then if you can, give it a little tap on a rock or whatever you got. Knock it back into place. Set your depth to where you want it. Usually I'd be using a ball peen hammer to tap that back in. Back at it. That's what you want. Nice curls.